Hello, everybody. If you are looking to start working with SQL, maybe for data analytics, data engineering, school projects, or you just want to level up your tech skills, then you need to install Microsoft SQL Server and Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio on your system. So in this video, I'll walk you through how to install the Microsoft SQL Server 2022 and the latest version, the SQL Server Management Studio SSMS 21. It's super easy and I'm going to guide you every step of the way. Let's jump right in. So the first thing you need to do is for you to go to your browser. So I'll move to my browser and then just type in download SSMS. So let's go download SQL Server. So just say SQL Server and then put in 2022. That's the latest version. So when you do that, you'll see it will pop up the first page for you where you can just click. And once you click that of Microsoft, it takes you to this beautiful web page that Microsoft have developed. And in there, you're going to be seeing this. So you'll see the Microsoft Server download. So you have to scroll down and you're going to see this 4 downloads. You have the SQL Server 22 on premise, and then you have another one on Azure. But you have these 2 boys here, the SQL Server 22 developer and the SQL Server 22 Express. So the one we are going to be downloading is the developer version, the developer edition, because it gives us every single thing that is in Express, right? Every single thing you can think of as regards SQL Server, you have it in the developer, all for free. Just that you cannot use it in a production environment. Whereas for the SQL Server Express, you are limited to some things. There are restrictions like database size, memory usage, and some advanced features that we're actually going to need. So since we are here to learn, to practice and work on lots of projects together, we're going to be downloading the SQL Server Developer Edition. So I'm going to click on download now, and then it's going to start the download for me immediately. So mine has started, and yeah, it's done. So I'm going to head over to my downloads folder right about now. So I'm going to go to my folder and then I'm going to look for it. So here is mine, SQL Server 22 SSEI. So I'm just going to double click on it, and then it's going to ask me a question. Do I want to allow this app to make changes on my device? In which I'm going to say yes to, and then from there it's going to pop up this for us. So now you're going to have this option. You have the basic installation type, the custom, and the download media. To ease yourself, just pick basic and let it do its thing. So from basic, it would ask you for a license. Don't worry, you will not be asked to pay $10 million or anything. Just accept and then install. So here's where it gets trickish. So when you click install, you need to make sure that you are currently online and your internet does not get disrupted, because if that happens, it's going to affect the installation of the SQL Server on your computer, right? So mine is already installing, it's downloading the installation package, and then once it's done, it will install properly on my PC. So let's give it a minute. So this installation is actually dependent on how fast your internet browser is or your internet connection is. So if your internet connection is very, very good, then it should move faster. And if it's slow, it's going to be slower. So you need to put that at the back of your mind as well. So let's just wait for this to download completely. You can see it's going to take a bit of time. So hopefully this went very pretty soon. We're almost there. Okay, so we're almost done. Just a few more seconds to the yes. Okay, so it's verifying this. And then it starts the installation. So one good thing about SQL Server is that it's also you can get to use it in other operating system like Linux, and you can also use it on Mac, but you have to download through Docker and the rest like that. You can do a video installation of that another time. But so let's see it installing here on Microsoft Windows. Installation is already going on, so that shouldn't take as much as the other one. Okay, so this is almost done. So now we have done with the installation of SQL Server 2022. Once you get to this page, you know that you are actually doing something right. So the next thing you need to do is to click on Connect Now. And when you click on Connect Now, this SCM dev prompt is going to come out. The command prompt is going to come out, and you will see something that says one row affected. So once you are done, just close this and then click on Install SSMS. So when you click on Install SSMS, it will take you directly to a page where you can now download the SQL Server Management Studio. So this is where you download the SQL Server Management Studio, which is actually the graphic user interface for us to work with SQL Server. So you can do a lot of many things with it. And one thing is, it has been updated. We have a beta version, and we're going to see as we go. So now the first thing is to make sure that your computer is ready for the installation, and then we need to determine the version. The latest version at the current time of this recording is the SSMS 21. So I'm just going to click on download SSMS 21, and when I click that, pim, and then my download should start automatically. So it says download, and I'm starting my download, and then within a matter of seconds this will be done. So let's just wait for it. And yeah, good. So that is downloaded. So let me go to my download folder. So you can see I have the SSMS right about here. So I'm going to click on that, double click on it, and then it's going to ask me a question. Do I want to allow this app to make changes to my device? And I'll say yes, and the installation should start. So now you can see it's showing as Visual Studio Installer, because now Microsoft has one way or the other put all their downloads for some things under Visual Studio. So I'm just going to click on continue, and it's going to start immediately. So let's see. So it's downloading. So this is determined, the speed is determinant of your internet connectivity. So if you have fast internet, this will go faster. If you have slow internet, this will go slower, right? So that has downloaded. Now let's wait for it to install. Good. Now that has installed successfully. So we have that ready. And that should take us to another page where we'll see a lot of other things that we can actually download and install. Good. Now we are done. So you can see now it has showed me this. That showed me all these components for SSMS. So if I just click install, this will just give me the basic ones, but I want other stuffs, the newer stuffs on it as well. I want the business intelligence tool that will make it install the SQL Server Analytical System, SSIS and SSRS all together, and I also want the coding tools and the app viewer installed as well. But without any issue, you can just unselect all of them and to just select it, to just install the the basic stuffs on your computer. So let's go to individual components. You can see all of them selected here, just the same thing that I did right here is what we have in this side. And then you have the language pack, English. If you are from any other language, if you have any other language you understand, you can just choose them here. Got the location. I'm just going to leave this as its default. So I'm just going to go back here and I'm going to just click on install, and that will start. So you can see install will start the download and the installation all together. So let's see this. Like I said earlier, this is also dependent on your internet speed. So it's dependent on your internet speed. You have close to a gig of data to be used. So let's see how it goes. So we're almost done, just a few more seconds and this should be over, and we'll have our installed SSMS 21. Just a few more seconds and we are good to go. Yes, we are there. Okay. So installing all the dependencies and the stuff that has downloaded, and then we can have it all ready up, all giddy up. So yes, perfect. So now the installation is done. The installation is done, successful. So I'm just going to say okay, and I'm going to try to launch my SQL Server. So let's try to launch it. So for you can actually restart your PC and then everything is going to make more sense, but it's not really needed. It's just something that you can do. So for here you can see other stuff you can install. And I told you now that Microsoft is trying to infuse everything into the Visual Studio. So you can see we have Visual Studio Express, Professional, other stuff, but let's stay on the course. And yeah, so I'm just going to click launch here. But if I don't want to do that, actually, if I don't want to click on launch, apparently I can just go back to my start menu and then just go to all apps and scroll down to where I have Microsoft SQL Server Tools 21, and inside of that place I'm going to see the SQL Server Management Studio 21. So that's another way to do all that. So I'm just going to click on this from here and still ignore this, or I can decide to then close this. I can decide to close this as well. Yes, I can exit it. So it's going to ask you to sign into this. So if you have a Microsoft account or any GitHub account, you can sign into it. But I'm just going to click on skip and add account later while every other thing goes. So let's see how it goes. Nice. So we have the new Microsoft SQL Server 21. So there's a new collection. Would you like to try it out? Let's see. I click on yes, and let's see what pops up after that. Good. So now once you reach here, you're going to have all this. So now one way to do is you need to put your server name here, and it's very important. So in case you don't know your server name, I know mine, but in case you don't know your server name is basically the name of your computer, because your computer is actually your server currently. So to do that, I want you to go to your start menu again and just type in SYS info. So you see system information. So when you see system information there, you're going to go to system name, and in my own system name you can see mine is showing Oreoluwa. Now for your own can be something like desktop / something or desktop HB44, or it will just have one funny name. I have changed my name to Oreoluwa, so I know that it is Oreoluwa. So all I'm just going to do here is just going to type in Oreoluwa, all in capital letter, like that. And once that is done, I'm just going to click on Trust SQL Server. Now I'm going to put a note of one in here. This is one thing that I need to tell everyone. If you are downloading the SQL Express, you know earlier we downloaded the developer version, so I'm just going to leave this as Oreoluwa. But if yours was Express, you need to put something after your computer name. You need to use this backward slash. Now you can see this slash is different from this slash, so please let's take notes. This slash is the wrong one. This is the original one, and then you're going to type in SQL Express, all in capital letter. That's for those of you who have downloaded the Express version. Good. But since I'm using the developer version, I don't need to add that to it. So all I need to do is just to click on Trust Server Certificate, and then once I'm done, I'll click on Connect, and then that will connect me to my SQL Server. So thank you very much for staying with me from the beginning of this video up to the end of the video. We are going to start in a series on using SQL Server. We're going to try to learn how to use SQL, how to write T-SQL. So subscribe, like, share, and stay tuned for the next episode. Click on the bell icon for notifications on when the next episode comes up. We're going to start SQL. Thank you very much for staying tuned up to the end. Bye for now.